You know, they questioned me on different cases, questioned me about different individuals involved in organized crime. I wasn't cooperative. You know, I was cocky and bullheaded. And, you know, I had a sharp tongue. That's a nicer way of me putting it.
Yeah.
And I told them, you know, I'm not doing shit. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. So, of course, I created a bad taste in their mouth, being so arrogant and cocky. So they made it their point to come after me because they felt that I got away with too much and got too little time.
Do you feel like you had won?
The 10 months, yes, but the harassment that I got while I was in the federal system, when I was in Milan, I was popular because they would always search my cell. So, you know, in the Fed joints, you know when they're about to do a search.
How?
Because word just trickles
travel
down.
down. Yeah.
They would just routinely just search my cell. When I was in McKean camp, I got charged with escape. I was with 9 other guys. They shut down the whole compound. Some of the white guys told me, and they said, Pasha, you need to keep your head down. They watching you. They after you. You pissed a lot of people off. It was a guy named Andy. I can't thank him enough to this day. If it wasn't for Andy and everybody who was at McKean camp in like the 90s, everybody knew who Andy was. He was a white guy. He was a farmer. He was just a really good guy. And I guess he had a rapport with the deputies that was in the camp, and they would talk to him freely. And, you know, I was the type of individual, my attorney already gave me the ups on how to operate. He said, they're going to bring people in jail to get you to be friendly with them and then get you to start snitching on yourself. So don't make friends while you're in there.
Yeah.
Be extremely cautious of who you talk to and what you talk about. So I just kept to myself. I didn't talk to nobody. But, you know, one day I made a mistake and I wore, in the Feds, we have these, they're like brown beige outfits. And, you know, you keep your good ones for when you have visitors. And this one, they didn't have no sleeves. And since I have my name Cybertr0n and hacker tattooed on me, some of the guys seen it. And, you know, guys started asking questions. But when I got to the camp, just weird things started happening. People started asking me questions. You know, I got approached by the mob. You know, that was surreal. You know, in our culture, everybody loves the mob. Mob movies, Scarface, Goodfellas.
Casino.
And then, you know, next thing you know, I get approached by somebody who's like, yeah, Mr. So-and-so want to speak to you. So, you know, I'm thinking like, yeah, okay. So, you know, they ask me questions, I answer questions, but I also ask questions as well. So, you know.
The mob approached you in jail?
I mean, it wasn't nothing bad. You know, it was just general conversation. But, you know, alleged mob, because I don't ask questions. That's not my business. So, you know, I made a lot of good friendships. My integrity is solid to this day, streets, Fed, or wherever.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say I didn't cause nobody to go to jail. I didn't have to snitch on anybody. And, you know, I have integrity. And that's one thing that most criminals don't have. They lose their integrity. They lose their integrity in the streets, and they lose their integrity in life. Mine is still intact.
You so you was on the run, you was chilling, but then you was DJing, you became a part of the Four Horsemen.
Yes, sir. Rick Hines, and you know he don't like me to bring this up because he keep on talking shit, but he quit. He said, I'm tired of DJing. And when he said, I'm tired of DJing, y'all can have it. So it was Fingers, Zap, and Nico. And I had to learn how to do Doom Chicky Doom. That was my final test so that I could be a Four Horseman. And when I learned how to do it, we was at Maxie's.
Well, tell the people, because a lot of people, okay, so Maxie's was a teenage club, right? But a lot of people that watch this, a lot of people from Detroit and a lot of people are not, right? So kind of give them an idea of what the Four Horsemen is and why that's so relevant.
It was just a DJ crew. Yeah. It was DJ Fingers, DJ Zap, DJ Nico, and originally Rick Hines. And then when Rick Hines didn't want to DJ no more, you know, I asked, so what's up with that Four Horsemen? You know, y'all got me DJing with y'all and whatnot. And, you know, this is just before they was about to go to the radio.
Yeah.
So before they went to the radio, they asked me, you serious? You got to get your scratching up. You got to learn how to do Doom Chicky Doom. So, you know, that's basically when you play 2 records and
Yeah.
go, you have to know how to do that. No errors, no headphones. And, you know, when I passed that test, I became a 4 horseman.
Why Rick Hines tripping?
Because he tried to act like he didn't say that. And if you didn't, then why you vanish? You went from not DJing at all to promoting parties. And then now he play house music.
Yeah.
He don't even want to come off the techno records. Come off them damn records.
But you were still able to, you know what I'm saying, keep yourself eating because, like you said, Finger said, at least you got your turntables.
Yeah.
Right? And so you still on the run. What made you decide not to go vanish and go overseas?
My mother talked me out of it. I made horrible.
Mother's love.
I made horrible choices in women.
The mother's love.
All the women that I had kids by, I have 5 kids,
Uh-huh.
minus my oldest and my youngest. All of them was made during the time I was
On the run.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, I was in the club, but you know, I had a good attorney. But you know, if they was talking about giving me that 30 to 60, I was out, and I made it known that I don't like kids, I don't want kids, and why in the hell you want to have a baby with a guy facing 30 to 60? And you know, when you're popular and you in the club, everybody knows your dirt, especially the people who you don't like, or the people who don't like you.
Yeah.
So you know, I had all type of rumors. I heard I was getting 200 years. I was gonna go to super max and whatnot. So you know, didn't make good choices in women because you know, at that time I'm like,
Listen,
I'm about
no
to do
matter
this much time.
No matter how smart you are, I found that women is the Achilles heel and the weakness of most men.
Of course.
You could have all of the spy equipment or whatever, and we still gonna make bad decisions. That's just life.
Yeah.
God made that our one thing that we not able to solve. See, look, he went back.
Yeah, he's a good example. Don't believe it.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? Because this is the thing that really, as you see the evolution of how everything is going, and I don't actually want to dive too heavy into it because I don't want this to be the only time that we have a conversation, right? I want to invite you back just to get your thoughts on a lot of different things and to continue to explore what your life is like, right? But in a general sense, what you see today as far as these scammers, right? Because I think it's a difference between a hacker and a scammer, obviously, right?
Greatly.
A huge difference. But a lot of the scammers try to act like they really living that life as a hacker, right? When in reality,
They script kiddies.
exactly, right? What do you think about a lot of these guys that now with the invent of social media and now with everything so visible, that it's almost like they snitching on themselves?
They are.
What
And
do
the
you
only
think
reason
about
why
that?
I was able to not get 30 to 60 years in the Supermax is because I never liked the attention. I just wanted the money and the power.